to the Dean Vaughn Music Podcast Show, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Get ready for an electrifying episode with Calling for Chaos. Straight from Tucson, Arizona, the land of the Grand Canyon and rich Native American culture. Calling for Chaos is known for their intense, alternative heavy metal sound. The band blends influences from iconic acts like Korn and Avenged Sevenfold.
I'm just sick of your lies, and you still believe I'm in love. It's not 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 love.
Call in live during the show to chat with the band live, and the first caller in will win a free collectible podcast mug. Buckle your seatbelts because it's going to be a wild ride.
It's not love. It's lost. It's not love. It's not love. It's not love. It's
Show for you tonight. Calling for Chaos is in the waiting room waiting to come out. And first of all, let me bring them out. What are they at? They're getting drinks in the green room right now. So, all right. I hope everyone's doing awesome tonight. Let me get them out. There they are. There's Gabby. There's Matt.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey guys, welcome to the show tonight. How are you guys doing?
Great.
How about yourself?
Doing good.
Let's make some noise. Tonight.
Thank you.
You guys have fans out there.
Thank you so much.
Sure sounds like it.
We got a lot of people. I've been feeding them all night tonight, so they're all doing great. But listen, I got some songs queued up tonight. I want everyone to know you guys are based in Tucson, Arizona. Is that right?
That is.
That's correct.
And you guys are probably a little bit scattered tonight. I'll find out where you're all from in a little bit here. Let me just do a couple things here. I've got some music lined up, and I've got some videos tonight for the audience. We're going to be playing your music all night long. And one of the things I've been doing, oh, and by the way, before I get going here, Gabby, are you on a phone?
I am. I'm actually at work.
Can you turn it sideways for me? The
Yeah,
phone?
yeah, of course. Better?
Yeah, there you go. You're at work? Oh, where are
I
you working?
am.
Oh, man.
I work at a hotel.
That's kind of cool. You got your own room?
Yeah, so
bring up the champagne and caviar.
Yeah, if I end up leaving, I'm actually probably busy. So
Gotcha. So we kind of got you on the fly here tonight. But I want to welcome you guys to the show tonight. It's the Dean Vaughn Music Podcast Show out of Las Vegas tonight, and we have Calling for Chaos, based in Tucson, Arizona. And all right, Gabby, you just kind of came in at the last second, so make sure there's no sound going in your microphone tonight. So if you got an earpiece or headphones, or just keep it down so we can't get any echo effect. And I've already talked to all the guys. So first of all, I'm going to just ask you all, how was your day today? Did you guys work? How was your day? And how's the weather out there?
So Tucson, I ended up working at a mine, so it's probably in like the 60s, which was pretty nice today. So not too
All
bad.
right, Matt. Yeah. What about you, Matthew? How was your day?
Well, I did some drumming. I ate some
Okay,
food.
okay. And you must be the drum. You must be the drummer then.
That's the rumor, yeah.
That's now you guys have some songs. I've got a few things queued up on YouTube. And how long? Okay, I'm gonna. Who is the best person to pick on to find out when this band started?
That'll probably be me.
Matt, I'm going to pick on you just for a little bit, and we're going to go full screen. I'm going to ask you a few questions about when the band got started,
Okay.
and what year was it formed, and who are the original members tonight with us?
Okay, so all the original all the original members are me, Hermes, Gabby, and Jeff. Matthew actually just came in the band a couple months ago.
Okay.
Uh, and then the band started actually a year from the first of last year.
Okay. So you're fairly new. The band's fairly new.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We've been doing it for about a year. We started January 1st. We started writing the EP, and we had the EP done in June, I believe it was. And then
Okay.
we got everything mixed and
Hold
mastered
on,
and
sorry.
released everything in September.
Okay. And so for your first year in the band, you got signed to Curtain Call Records,
Yes, sir.
which is pretty amazing for most bands to get signed that early and get the help of a record company. So how did that all come about? Did they find you? Did you find them?
Well, Hermes, I think, submitted some music for some festivals, and me and Matthew were currently on tour with our other band that we play in. And Hermes reached out to all of us and told us, "Hey, current calls."
Yeah.
But I've got a few songs. I have Lust on my screen, a song called Lust,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a Lunatic, and I
Yeah.
have a song called Mistake.
Yes.
Amazing.
And are those your three top numbers, or am I missing something?
Yes,
Is
for
there-
now.
For
For
now.
now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I gotcha. Because Lust, I was listening to that song, man. It kicks ass. It's just got some drive to it, man. You know, it's just crunching, man.
Yeah.
I love
That
the
was our
tunes.
very first single too.
Was it really?
Yeah, we released it back in June, I believe, right before we opened our social medias.
Oh,
So-
okay.
It
So
was
that
the
sounds
first song we wrote as well. So
Yeah.
the first song we wrote, first song we recorded, first song we released, the whole 9 yards. So
Oh, okay.
And then it basically held it. It started like it touched ground and start running while we were recording the EP.
Uh-huh.
And it was awesome. It was very well accepted. And I think by the first show we played down in Sierra Vista, people were already singing with it, which was a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
I bet your shows are pretty explosive. I'm just guessing.
we try, we love to connect with people. As a front man, I love to get that vibe from everybody. So
Right.
yeah, it's like, whatever was going on in your world coming here, let's all heal together, basically.
Well,
Yeah.
I have Lust up on YouTube right now, and I like to get in early and let people kind of see what you guys are like live. I don't know
Yeah.
The reggae. What was your reggae song right there? Come on.
That's the sexy version of Lust.
I'm gonna play that song and the video, Calling for Chaos, Lust, the official music video on YouTube. And I'm gonna go ahead and play that for the audience just so they can get a feel for what you guys do and your awesome songs. And we're just gonna play that for them right now. There we go.
Her mind, plausibly conceited, holding on tight, lies of the deceiver. Oh, we need to sort this out. We
everybody.
Don't care if I'm wrong, I'm just sick of your lies. And you still believe I'm in love. It's not 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 love. It's lost. It's not love. It's not love. It's not love. It's lost. It's not love. It's not love. It's lost. It's not love. It's not love. It's not love. It's lost.
That sounds great, guys. That
The
sounds
funny
good.
story is we barely released the song, and we had one of I believe it's Matt's friend was like, dude, can I do a music video for you? Just a lyric video, I want to try some things. And we're like, I don't know, man. It's like, yeah, just do it. And it turned out super awesome. So
Bro.
The quality's there, man. The quality's there. You guys kicked ass on that. What went into the video? And again, when was that song written? And are these the original members we're looking at tonight? That was played in the
2015?
video. Go ahead.
we're basically all, I would say we're basically original for the fact that Matthew came in, 8 months into the band. So we used to have a different drummer, but then we had some difference in opinion as far as do we want to tour or not.
Gotcha.
And then, everybody else that's here wants to tour, wants to make this a living. So we're very grateful for Matthew being here. So June, I had a shoulder surgery, and my
Ouch,
wife
ouch.
drove me to Tucson. I live in Utah,
Oh,
Salt
wow,
Lake.
okay. All right.
So she drove me down to Tucson, and we recorded the whole EP basically over a Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, okay.
And then I came home. I had to just get down to it. We have a producer in Brazil that does the producer for us, and he got that lust out real quick. So we were able to just like, okay, now we got to push this out. We got really good feedback, and then the video basically just kind of like, put us in the music scene.
That's a busy song. I'm listening to the guitar parts, and that is a very busy song. And I don't know if you guys know, I was the lead singer for Danger, a rock group Danger back in 1979. Mid 80s, I cut a record and I played with Poison and I played with Axl Rose and Slash.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I've been singing for 45 years. But so I'm a musician, so I understand what goes on behind the scenes. I don't know if you guys, I'm kind of an old timer, but I was an old 80s rocker, man. Tommy Lee, me and Tom went to school together. Tommy Lee from
Oh,
That's
nice.
awesome.
Oh, hell yeah.
So we both left high school at the same time, and he got in Motley Crue and I was in a band called Aftershock. And then Aftershock became Danger, and then I was the lead vocalist for Danger. And I was also
Very nice.
Yeah. I don't play guitar like that, but I am a songwriter, and I play all the instruments. I play bass and drums and everything. So music is in my blood, man. So, and the reason I did the podcast shows, I'm getting up in the years, and I thought it would be nice to kind of give back and bring out the new musicians of today, of all genres. And I've been thrown into the heavy metal circle with Curtain Call Records, because that's what they're all about.
Yeah.
And tonight I want to give a shout out to Rock Rage Radio. They're streaming our podcast live tonight.
Nice.
And
What's up,
so
guys?
so say hi to Rock Rage Radio.
What up,
Brian
What's up?
Brian Moore's in the chat tonight, guys. So say hi to Brian as well.
Hey,
Brian.
Brian.
Brian Moore's over there in the chat, and we're also streaming to another restream tonight. I call them restreams. There's about 2,000 subscribers on Almost Famous Productions, and that's my other half. And I have a lot of viewers on that site, but I decided to start a brand new YouTube page so I could do just focus on the music and all that. Because
Awesome.
I do all kinds of stuff. I'm a pool player. I play billiards. I'm a pool shark. So
Dang.
Oh.
I have all these crazy pool tips out there. And so all my pool fans are on Almost Famous. And I did Bikini Pool. I wrote the songs for Bikini Pool. Pro Shots. We had some professional pool players on the show. And I choreographed the 3 ball, 9 ball, 10 ball. I did 8 ball. We did some straight pull. So we did a lot of cool games, and I was responsible for choreographing that. Also bikini pool. So I had Playboy bunnies in the Hollywood billiards, and I had all these Playboy bunnies come in, and they did bikini pool, which is which has gotten
That's
really kind of
crazy.
famous. Yeah, yeah.
Was
So I'm
Hugh
just-
there?
I don't think Hugh was with us at the time. But I got to tell you, so doing the podcast show for me is a lot of fun because I get to talk about music for one, and I get to talk to a lot of times brand new artists. And then I also get to talk to older artists. I did Glass Tiger out of Canada, who's a really big band. I've done a lot of big bands. I did Carlos Cavazo from Quiet Riot and had Carlos on the show. And I had my friend Timothy Gaines from Striper who's a bass player. So I've done a lot. So you guys are just in the mix, man, of all the heavy metal, the heavy rock bands. I just love doing it. And I want to hear from each one of you how you got started in music. Now, Gabby, I know you said you might have to take off. Let me see. Let me unmute Gabby.
I just
Gabby,
unmuted.
you might get called into work. So I'm going to start off with you.
Sure.
I want you to tell the audience how you got started in music and then how you met this band and how you got involved with them. Go ahead.
Okay, so I got started when I was 8. My uncle, if he's watching, hi. He's the one that he's the one that kind of like got me into playing guitar, and then I got my first guitar, and then he kind of showed me, and then after that, I kind of just started learning my own stuff.
Okay.
And then I first joined a Heart tribute band, and we kind of I toured a little bit with them. I was like 16 to like 19. And then I joined another band called Of Eternity with a couple of friends from Tucson. And then I met Steve Mesa, which was our first drummer, and I was in a band with him called Exit Dream. And then
Okay.
so I met Steve, and I've known Matt since I was in probably Of Eternity when I was like 18, maybe like 10 years.
So you and Matt go way back.
Yeah, I've known Matt for a while, for sure.
That's cool, man. So did you guys play together in other bands before you got in this one?
No, but he has like a Fireglass production, so my band's played with a lot of his shows.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
And when you were in high school, did you play in band? What instruments did you play?
I played snare drum, I played
Ah,
clarinet, I
okay.
did play like the bass clarinet, and I know the snare drum is really heavy and I'm pretty small, so it was really heavy. It was heavy to wear for
So you
sure.
played clarinet. That's a cool instrument. I like the
Yeah, yeah.
saxophone and I like the clarinet.
I've always wanted to learn how to play trumpet, but I never was able to.
Well, trumpet's tough, man. You got to
It
pucker your
looks
lips.
fun.
It looks fun. I just
It
never
looks
liked to
fun.
blow. When I was a kid in high school, I never liked to blow on anything.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
but I appreciate that being candid there. But I'm going to come back up to Matt since we're talking about you a little bit. Matt, how did you get started? How old were you when you first started playing? Were your parents supportive of your music career? And what instruments do you play as well?
So I started playing bass when I was 18 years old. I was in high school. I ended up becoming a roadie for one of my good friends' band. And then they told me because I was learning how to play bass at the time, and my buddy that was the bass player was like, "Hey, there's this other band. You should go audition for them." And at the time, I only knew like Offspring's "Got to Get Away," and I'm like, "Bro, I don't know anything. I suck." But when I hooked up with the band, we were called Runner Up at the time, was a punk band like when pop punk was becoming pretty big, Blink-182 style. And and my buddy Eric Martin at the time, he's like, "Dude, this is how you're gonna play." He taught me how to play.
Right.
So and it just like it grew on like once I played the first couple shows, and I mean, I looked like a stick in mud, like playing my first show because I was like too scared to mess up at the time. But it was fun, and it just like it grew on me, and it was like a hook, and I just couldn't
Yeah.
stop playing. And as the years went on, that's when I met Hermes and Jeff at the time actually started a band called Fireglass,
Oh,
nearly 10
okay.
years
So you played with
ago.
Hermes. You played with Hermes.
Yeah, so
Oh.
we started that band recently, probably a couple of years now, has folded a little bit. Matthew came in and drums for me in Fireglass as well.
Oh,
And
okay.
and then other instruments, I played the alto saxophone in junior
One of my
high, and
favorites. I love the saxophone. I really do.
I love it. And the baritone saxophone, so it was like half the size of me. So I was just like, oh, I'm trying to carry that when I'm like 5'4" at the time, and
I wouldn't
trying
have
to
figured
like,
you for a sax player. I don't know why, but I wouldn't have figured you for a sax player.
yeah. And then yeah, just ever since then, and with Gabby, I met Gabby when she was 18 years old,
Oh,
and I think in my eyes, she's like the true rock star because when she was playing at Evernity, they were doing a show for me. I had a band down from Omaha,
okay.
and literally she got in a car wreck
Oh,
that
wow.
night. And then their band members told me, "Hey, she's gonna be a little late." And we're like, "Okay, cool." Well, I
Shit.
found out when she was in the car wreck, she showed up like a boss, played the show, and then went home. And I was like, "Whoa, this girl's like a true rock star! Like, what the hell?"
I had
She's a
whiplash for sure.
you're a true professional when you're in a car accident and you still show up to the gig.
Absolutely.
Right?
I've got about 100 stories like that where I was in Hollywood and I broke down in a car, or I got in an accident, or I was wasted off my ass, and I still showed up. That's just
Right.
being. That's some of that comes from experience. Just knowing how to fall and get up.
Right.
I did a lot of that.
Uh,
I did a lot of that. But I'm gonna come all the way up to Herme and ask you, when you got started in music, and going all the way back to your childhood, and
Oh man.
were your parents supportive, and what did you play in high school, and when did you first get in your first serious rock band?
Oh wow.
A handful.
I'm originally from Brazil.
Oh, okay.
So born and raised in Brazil till I was about 20 when I came to the US. I
Nice.
started in music when I was 12 when my mom bought me my first nylon string to learn guitar. I had done a lot of sports before and failed miserably. So I wanted to learn the guitar. It was kind of coming up around, Nirvana was really big, and
Oh yeah.
uh
Metallica.
yeah,
Yeah.
there was Metallica, and my cousin already knew how to play some.
Nice.
So I was like, okay, I want to learn it, and I start learning at a free museum place in the city where I grew up. At the museum, they had classes every week for people, but you had to
Yeah.
apply for it. So kind of what I did, and then that first week, I wrote my first song, just learned three chords, and then
Nice.
I still have the booklet with all these little songs I wrote and that very first year. So I've always had this writing, like songwriting, in me. So, but at 15, I already had my band. So what is that, 2000? Yeah, we started just messing around with the band, singing Portuguese, and then by
Nice.
2002, we already had a band trying to sing in English because I definitely did not speak English. And we named the band Dark Wave, and
Dark Wave.
we played a
Nice.
big show to like 2,000 people at this big place over there,
Oh
and it
shit.
was fun. And then I came to the US, I was 19, and I lived in San Diego, I lived in Idaho,
San
North
Diego.
Carolina,
Well,
and
how long were
then
you? You grew up in Brazil, did you say?
till I
And
was
how long
22,
have you been in the United States?
about 20 years, so half
Okay.
and half.
Okay. I've got a lot of rockers out in Brazil. I have a good friend
Oh
of mine.
yeah, man.
Yeah, Red
It's
Raven.
huge.
I've got Guilherme Costa, one of my good friends.
Hmm.
He's in Red Raven. He's playing with Mark Bowles from Ingve Malmsteen.
Wow.
And I get to talk to G. I call him G because Guillermo Costa just is too tongue twisted. So I call him G. And he's on my Instagram every night. And he's
Guilherme Acosta.
Yep. And he's
Yeah.
playing, yeah, there you go. And he's playing in a Guns N' Roses tribute band. And he has the top hat on. He's doing Slash, you know, but he's
Mhm.
very Brazilian.
That is.
His English is kind of broken a little bit, you know, and
Yeah.
I always try to take over the conversation so he doesn't have to try to mud through it. And I said, "Gee, are you wearing a wig, man? Are you trying to be Slash?" And he goes, "What's a wig?" And I just love him, man, because he's so raw, but his talent is over the top. So Brazil has some pretty good talent out there. I mean, can you tell me a little
Oh
bit
yeah,
more about
man.
Brazil? Did you play out there as well?
So I just did, gigs while I was in high school, so nothing too big. And we got invited to play at some like birthday parties. And but I was very like I was the really boring dude because I was super, we gotta be professional. And
Yeah, you're like me.
instead of
You're like me,
no,
perfectionist.
instead of just enjoying the time, I look back and I'm like, I should have just enjoyed more. But it got the bands to do like some really cool things
Yeah.
and get into places where it's difficult and record a CD. At the time, nobody had money for anything. And here we
Mhm.
are,
Yeah.
recording
Yeah.
a CD. And to get anybody to like, the drummer couldn't play, came to the studio, got cold feet, and he couldn't play. And we were
Oh
all in high
no.
school. So fun,
Yeah.
fun stories.
That is
But
fun.
then I came to the US.
Yeah.
When I came to the US, I lived in Idaho for about 4 years. And I had a couple
Oh,
of
okay.
bands up there, and they didn't really go anywhere because it's Idaho. But we,
Idaho?
but then I moved to Alaska for a couple of years. I was a tour guide up there, and then I met some people, and they were like talking about Arizona, how great it was, and I moved to Arizona, and that's where I met Matt Meir, and then through Matt I met Jeff, and
Okay.
then met a couple other guys, and we started Fireglass. We I became like the drummer singer, so I had to like learn how to drum. But at that point, I had just finished basically I finished college,
Okay.
and I did my undergrad in vocal performance. So by
Nice.
doing that, I had to take, string methods. So I did violin, cello, the stand-up bass, and then the viola. So I did piano, and then I took the brass ensemble, so the
Okay.
trumpet, and then the French horn, the
Now, real
trombone.
quick, let me go back. When you were a kid, did you sing in the shower? Were you one of those? Did
Yeah,
you know you had a good voice? Did you
I
know?
was actually, no, I never felt that way, but I would sing anyway. I was like the embarrassing kid that would put like there was a girl across the street that I had a crush on, and she had
Yeah.
like this business, and I would put the radio box on the window and just sit there and sing.
How funny.
Yeah, it's very embarrassing.
I
But
don't know if you're like me, but I didn't know I was going to be a singer. I was a drummer when I was like 5. I was a piano
mhm.
player when I was 10. And I was in a rock band at 14 playing keyboards. And I didn't know I was going to be a singer. I didn't want to be a singer. Now, I don't know if that relates to you at all, but
Oh, I was
I
always a
didn't.
singer.
Yeah. Okay. So you
I
just knew.
loved singing. There's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
My favorite artist. His name is Renato Russo. He had like one of the biggest Brazilian rock bands, right? Which was
Nice.
Legião Urbana. You talk about Legião Urbana to any musician, they'll know him.
Oh, okay.
And he passed away back in '96, but he's like a huge poet, and just like, by following Legião Urbana, then we used to buy the little magazines and learn how to play their
Right.
songs and things like that. So when is that magazine going to come out so I can learn that song? And that's kind of how I learned guitar. And I would sing, and I always liked his more operatic voice, "Oh,"
Yeah. Yeah. The real
and then I
growl,
wanted to
real
go to
deep.
college. I wanted to study music. And
Yeah.
so by having that little bit of information, I was able to bring it to Tucson. And then I basically kind of it's like, Matt, learn to play the metronome. And he's like, screw you, man. But with that, it just made us all better musicians. We were able to play at
Mm.
the Whiskey a Go Go,
Oh, there you
at the
go.
Queen Mary. We did
Yeah,
tours, and
all right.
we did a lot back then. And then I moved to Utah because of my son, and he was 3 at the time. So I
Okay.
really wanted to be close to him. And 10 years later, here we are,
How many kids do
strong
you
as
have? More than
ever.
one? You have one son
And a daughter,
and a
two
daughter. Oh,
2-year-old daughter. Yeah.
2 year. Oh, wow. You're a new daddy.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
she's great. She's
that's awesome.
definitely my world. So,
Yeah, that's awesome. And a lot of musicians, it's hard, especially early, to take care of a family and get on the road and play music, and then try to make
mhm.
a living doing it. That's difficult.
I think the difficult part is finding someone that will support you through that too, because
True, true.
I've had other people around where they become very jealous of music. It's like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
what are you trying to prove? It's completely different. So, very grateful to have reconnected, and
Yeah.
that it's like, hey, I know these guys that want to play music, and Jeff is in. I was like, Jeff is in. Oh, nice, because Jeff at the time with Fireglass, he started his family. So he
Okay.
also left because, he had babies, and he's like, dude, I
Mm,
gotta fend for my family. So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's great. Now his kids are like bigger than him. So
Practically, it's almost there. I mean,
Well, that's
but
pretty.
yeah,
That's
so
pretty
that's how
awesome.
how I got with uh calling for chaos. And Lust is funny because Gabby and I, we started like just getting together. She works to about 11 at night.
Okay.
And sometimes Arizona is an hour ahead of us or an hour behind us, something like that. So I
Okay.
would stay, because we go ahead an hour. So I would stay up an hour later for her to get off work, and then we'd sit in the camera and just be like, okay, check this out. I wrote this, I wrote that. And Lust was
Yeah.
like that. Yay!
Yeah.
Lust
Yeah,
was
so
like
I'm
that.
up super late, okay? And I'm up writing, dude. I'll send Hermes like so many ideas and he's like, "Oh,
Mm.
I like this." And then we'll like kind of exchange ideas like that.
Well,
Hmm.
Gabby, you're also a songwriter, Gabby, as well in the
Oh
band.
yeah.
Yeah,
Do
so we normally start off with the guitar and then if
Okay.
I like it, I'll send it to Hermes and then if he likes it, we'll kind of send it to the band.
And you all pretty much
Gabby,
collaborate
Gab,
together? You all do?
Gabby is my
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Randy
yeah.
Gotcha.
Rhodes.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Gabby is
Well,
my Randy Rhodes.
I got you. I
Yeah.
got
We're
you. And
Ozzy.
that's badass.
Yeah.
To be compared to Randy Rhodes is badass, I'll tell
You
you.
know
Oh,
how we like always complimented Ozzy, so it's just
Gabby, that's bad to the bone. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
That's
What was
bad to the
that?
bone.
no, but it's been great. It's been great. It's like we
So
write
Jeff,
really well together.
thanks, Army. I'm going to come down to Jeff real quick since we kind of talking about Jeff a little bit. Jeff, I want to ask you, how long have you been playing music? I'm not going to ask you how old you are, but I am going to ask you how old were you when you were fascinated with music? And what was your, the instrument that you chose at that time? And how did you get into heavy metal?
so my family is a bunch of musicians. Like my mom plays flute, my dad played trumpet in high school, and so I always just kind of grew up around, everyone playing music. My cousins play all kinds of different instruments.
Gotcha.
So when I was a kid, I knew I was going to be play music at some point. It was just like, what am I going to play and when am I going to play it?
Gotcha.
And
Gotcha.
when I think it was like sixth grade, I started playing the French horn,
That's a
and
tough instrument. That's a tough one.
yeah, it was.
It is.
And
I played it. Yeah.
so I played the French horn throughout junior high and high school. I also learned how to play the trombone for jazz band. And after that, I was like, what do I want to do? Well, I really wanted to learn guitar. So I finally talked my dad into buying me my first guitar. So I got one at 18. And it was really like I was watching MTV back when they actually played music.
Right. Before
Yes.
they did movies and everything.
Yeah, and it was Headbangers Ball, and I saw Avenged Sevenfold. And I
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
all right. And I just kind of went from there, just straight down the heavy metal route, where I started listening to, Avenged Sevenfold, and I found like As Are They Dying and Arch Enemy and all this stuff. So I was like, all right, this is what I want to listen to. And then when I got my first guitar, I started learning how to play different stuff like that. And I grew up in Southern California. I grew up in Garden Grove
area. I know where that's at. I know exactly where that's at.
And so then I moved to Tucson because I had family out here, and ended up meeting Matt through a friend, Sebastian. And me and Matt were like, all right, let's play. And this was 2010, I think it was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so we made our first band, which we called Fate Fell Short. And after the drummer left on that one, we just kind of stayed together. We're like, we want to keep playing. We just don't have the members. So I think it was about a year that we didn't have any members. And then we eventually met a drummer. And then we eventually met Hermes. And Hermes took over the drumming. And
Now, Matt, you play guitar, and you and Gabby, right? You guys hold down the fort, the guitar side?
No, I play the bass side. It's Jeff and Gabby that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Jeff. I'm sorry, Jeff. Jeff and Gabby. Sorry, I got the names mixed up. I got all your names in front of me. So Jeff, you play with Gabby, and do you guys trade off lead guitars, or does one of you play all the leads, or do you both kind of mix, kind of like the Scorpions? You know how they play off each other and they do leads back and forth. Is that kind of what you guys do?
No. Yeah, I think so. Because Jeff does the weird sounds, and
he's the weird guy. Okay.
Yeah, he's the weird one.
I like finding weird sounds that just kind of you're just sitting there going, I don't know why I like this, but I kind of like this. Let's just keep going.
So you're the scientist in the band. You're the mad scientist, and she just kind of says, "What the fuck are you doing now?"
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I got you. So you guys mesh together pretty well, it sounds like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I know that there's a lot of times where Gabby will just be like, I can't figure this out, and I get it, and I'm like, here, try this. And she's like, yeah, okay, that's what it was.
I've got a lot of musicians that watch the show, guys, and sometimes I get technical, and I'll ask you what kind of instruments you play. What kind of guitar or what brand guitar do you prefer? I know you probably have a few guitars. Most guitar players do. But what do you like to play the most? Like a Schecter, a Jackson, an Ibanez. What do you got?
I just actually got a Schecter C1 Platinum. Maybe was it 4 months ago.
And how do you like it? How do you like the action on it?
Oh, I love it. It's probably the best sounding guitar I've ever owned, and it feels great, and it's surprisingly light. So moving around and doing all that, so it's become my bass player. It's just like that. That's the one when I want to try and figure out a song. That's the one I play.
And it's easy to play all that. It's comfortable.
Oh,
yeah. Schecter, and I'm looking at guitars. I have an Ibanez hanging on my wall right here. And I like Ibanez because it's thin. It's a thin body. Action's really easy to play. But I've looked at Schecter and I've looked at Jacksons and some of those, and I like the action. It's just easy to play, right? And I'm trying to learn how to play lead guitar, so it makes it a little easier for me. But
for sure.
But let me move over. I gotta get all the guys in here because we're gonna do another video. Matthew, what are you doing over there? I know you're getting all comfortable, sitting back, relaxing. You got the granny curtain. You got the granny curtain right behind you there. I see that.
Yeah, I'm at my mom's house.
What's going on with that? What's going on with that? All right. So tell me about your life and growing up in music. I mean, what fascinated you, and how did you get into heavy metal?
So, how it all started was I first played the piano in first grade.
Okay.
And then I learned the viola in fourth grade. And then the cornet in fifth grade. And then I promptly forgot them all and learned the drums in high school.
Were you a band nerd? I'm just wondering. You're like me? Were you in marching band and all that?
I was in marching band, the concert band, the jazz band, percussion ensemble.
Okay.
You name it. I was everything.
You're me when I was 14 to 15. Yeah. Okay. So tell me more.
So the reason why I picked up the drums was because I was watching the Led Zeppelin movie. The Song Remains the Same.
Oh yeah, great song.
Oh yeah.
Great movie. Great movie.
And then John Bonham did that drum solo with Moby Dick, and I was like, I'm doing that. That's it. That's what I'm doing. So then, I think I got some sticks and a pad for Christmas. And then I would set up books or I'd use the couch as a drum set. And I beat the shit out of these books. And I
Poor
still have
books.
some of them. They're just torn to bits.
You're like, man, I didn't read them. I just beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like our
And
parents say,
then,
music ruins your life. You should have read more when you were a kid. You're like,
yeah,
Dad, I love music. I don't care. It doesn't pay the bills.
yep.
God, I hear
And
my
so-
dad yelling at me right now.
And so then my great aunt, she played the drums way back when.
Yeah.
And then she gifted me her drum set
Wow.
on the account that I take lessons. So I got a full drum set, top of the line in the 80s. Beautiful, beautiful drum set. And I was very lucky to get that. But I had to take lessons. So I took lessons. And my teacher is a guy who was on David Letterman for juggling drumsticks and playing drums at the same time.
Well, okay. Did you ever learn to juggle? Did you have to learn to juggle or anything?
I don't know how to juggle, but I know the concept on how to do juggling and drumming at the same time.
Never mind. I never could juggle anyway. But how'd you get into heavy metal? I mean, how did you transition from the cornet playing, in high school? It sounds to me like you were on the conservative side of music going through high school. How'd you get with these guys? Maniacs.
These guys. So in the list of the bands that I've been in, this is number 37.
Holy shit.
I've been in a lot of bands.
Holy crap. You're like a band slut.
Oh yeah, 100%.
My friend Tommy Lee was a band slut. He ended up in Motley Crue, but he was in a lot of bands.
Well, you see, I was under the impression when I was still in high school that all you had to do was get really good and find the right band, and that's it. That's all you got to do.
Right.
So I got really good, and I would join a band, and then I was like, okay, well, that's fun. And then I joined another one, and then another one, another, and then I'd be in like 5 bands at the same time, or I think the most I was in at one time was probably 7 or 8.
Damn.
All at the same time.
You were in 7 bands at the same time?
Oh, yeah.
So I have to ask, how did you do that?
You don't sleep. You can't have a job.
No sex? No nothing?
No sex.
We'll be
No,
in 7
drugs.
bands.
That's a
No
lie.
alcohol.
That's a lie. I know.
Only
Now I know
music.
he's lying, guys. I know he's lying.
Man, hey, I'm gonna let you know right now. This dude, I've literally seen him almost get raped in the middle of the street on a tour. So like, him saying
He's literally a band slut. I pictured it. I nailed it. Guys,
we have security to basically hold the girls from him. So
I got you. Matthew's a band slut. All right, the word's out now, guys. We're gonna. This is going to be in 105 countries, so you're a slut in 105 countries, and they're going to know about you, Matthew. They're coming to get you, and we're going to give your phone number out tonight.
Just know, I know the word no.
No, tough. That's tough. That is hard to do. That's hard to do. To say no to anything, especially when you're a band slut.
It's very hard.
But guys, I want to play a video. You had another one called a song you wrote called Mistake.
yes.
And I'm looking at a video. I'm kind of hoping there's not another one because a picture of Herme on the front. Is that the right video?
Yeah.
He's starting off the video. And I want to play that for the audience right now, just so they can get a little better feel for your music and how awesome you guys are. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Before we start that, I also want to mention Matthew. That was his first day with us.
Okay.
And we shot a video and we played 2 shows that same weekend, and he had to learn all the material in like 2 hours.
No way.
Yeah. So get this. So I had a show back here in Tucson that ended at midnight.
Right.
And then I hung out with my girlfriend for a little bit. And then I went to the airport. And then I flew up to Salt Lake. And then I was awake all day long. Took a shower, got everything set up for rehearsal. We did rehearsal. We played a show. I think I was up for like 2 days straight. Just no sleep.
Too much sex.
And then the next day we played another show and recorded a music video. No rest. No rest.
Well, you're in 7 bands, so I'm not going to put anything past you tonight.
Yeah, it's
So let's play it. Without further ado, let me play that video. And let me just crank it up, people. Everybody out there at Rock Rage Radio, I want to give them a little shout out. And Facebook, and my new streaming site is Rumble. If you guys have ever seen Rumble.
yes.
And we're on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. We'll see how that goes. And Instagram. I'm hoping it's streaming on Instagram. That's a tough one, but they really make us jump through a few hoops to get the music out there on these streaming sites. But those are the live ones tonight. And then I'm going to repost this back out to 105 countries on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, all of the fun sites. So let's play that video right now. Here we go. Let me share it. Crank it up. If you got a really loud stereo, crank it up. Here we go. When was that song written? And when did you guys do that video?
Well, the base of the song was written about 2 years ago, and then when the band got together, I brought it in, and we just kind of reformulated it and made it what it is today. So,
and tell me what the song is about. It says mistake, and I'm guessing it's about a mistake somewhere. So give me a little rundown on that.
Well, I'm not gonna give any names, but one of my really good friends were going through a divorce, and I never saw it coming. And I remember sitting down, and I just basically the lyrics are the same, and I was like, this person has like one of the best hearts that I know, and is always out there helping people and doing everything they can for them.
Yeah.
But then this person, just got stabbed in the back by their wife, and
Oh no.
it's just like it kind of like it wasn't even my relationship, but it like just took me to a point where I was just like, "Are you kidding me right now?" After everything he's done for you,
Mm.
and that was really impactful, I guess. And that's basically when I wrote the song with the lyrics, and then we kind of just did some of the different structuring in the
Yeah.
music and made it a little more powerful. And
You know what I like about that song is it's very full. And I don't know if you guys do your own recordings, your own engineering,
we
and
did.
how is your process go when you have a song idea? Where does it go from the creation process to the recording process? Tell me how that kind of goes down.
Well, I got everybody trained on WhatsApp, which is nice.
Okay. Okay.
It's like
WhatsApp. I got
widely
it.
used for Brazil and the whole world because you can use it. You can call on Wi-Fi. You can do
Mm,
video calls and
okay.
everything. So now we basically we write riffs and we write ideas. Sometimes the full song.
Okay.
Uh, sometime in the middle of the night, Gabby's like, "Dude, check this out," or I'll do the same to her. But like, "Whoa, check this out." And she's like, "Send me a video of that right now." So she doesn't waste time just learning where it's at. She's just like, "Let me do this," and then she puts her spin in it, and
Okay. Yeah.
they bring it into practice because they're always together on every week, and that's where they kind of keep on shaping it. They send it to me. I have the all the software and stuff, and I kind of
Gotcha.
if I have to chop it around
Yeah.
and be like, "Hey, what do you guys think of this?" And
So you guys are doing a lot of remote collaboration, which is to me is kind of difficult when you're not in the room with somebody.
very
When you're trying to feel their vibe and you're in another state or country. And I always talk to G about this when he writes guitar parts for Red Raven. But at the same time, I guess if somebody has all the tracks in a room and they can get in the mood and get in the vibe and know, what it is you're trying to do, then they can kind of feel it at the same time. I guess it's a whole new way of jamming together, in today's era, right? In today's age, right? And I'm old school. I'm old school rock, man. I got to be in the room, I got to be in the room with my guys, And I find it, I don't do a lot of remote collaboration, but it's really interesting. And I see it come together all the time.
mhm.
Finland, Brazil, all over the world, Germany, and everybody's in a different country in some cases. Now, do you guys get together all together in the studio at the same time? When is the last time you guys saw each other in the studio?
Uh, so studio wise, the last time is when Hermes came down in June, is when we tracked the whole EP. But like getting together wise, the rest of the band will get together and collaborate. And like what Hermes said, we'll send it to him. But when it comes to the studio, like we have Hermes actually is flying out tomorrow night, so we can track
Nice.
a new single. So we get
Nice.
Hermes like maybe once a quarter to come down unless we're playing a show.
So you don't get them in the room quite a bit. You don't get a room all the time.
No,
I got you.
no.
I got you.
So like when we shot the Mistake video, we actually went up to Salt Lake City to play two shows with them, and I think we rehearsed once with them. And our very first show we ever played in Sierra Vista, a lot of fans came up to us and like, "Dude, you guys rehearsed a lot." I was like, "Actually, no, this is the first time our vocalist is on stage with us." And they're like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, the
That's
very first show was no rehearsals, but I usually go and I run the whole show from here after they played over there, or if
okay.
I have to put some tracks together from the EP or whatever, and I send it out. So it's like, this whole hour or 45 minutes, I'm like, just listen to that, play to it, and then kind of rehearse with the track. So when we get together,
Yeah.
it's like engraved.
Yeah, no, I got you. Hey guys, we're also taking call-ins tonight. I forgot to mention it, and I always
Oh,
get
awesome.
caught. I always get caught up in the show talking to you guys because again, I'm a musician, so I get into the talking about the music. But Furthermore, we have a phone number that people can call in tonight. And let me see if I can remember what that phone number is. So I can see the screen. But we do have a caller coming into the show. And I see someone calling in right now. And I wish I could see my screen real quick. Let me see it real quick. Hold on. Ah, there it is. For people that do want to call in tonight, you can call into the show. Hang on. I don't know why. Well, I'm going to bring this caller in, guys. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
sir.
the 520 area code. Let's bring it in. Who do we got on the phone? Hello, who do we got?
Hi, my name is Stephanie Allison.
Woo!
Hi, Gabby's
Nice.
mom.
Hi, Gabby's mom.
Hi, guys. I had to say hello to you guys.
Hey.
Hey.
So who's mom?
So
I'm
it's
Gabby.
Gabby's mom.
Gabby, you got your mom on the phone. That's cool.
Woo-hoo!
Welcome to the show. And what's your first name again?
Yes. Stephanie.
Stephanie, welcome to the Dean Vaughn Music Podcast Show. Just so
thank
you know,
you.
you won the free gift tonight. You won the Dean Vaughn Music Podcast mug.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Oh,
and that'll
my
be
gosh.
that'll be mailed out to you tomorrow morning. And so I'm sure Gabby's thrilled about that, right? You see the mug on the screen? Can you see
Oh
it?
yeah, we're excited.
There it is. That's the mug.
Oh.
Got a beautiful picture of you guys on there. And I also have t-shirts and sweaters and all kinds of stuff. So once you get that mug, you might want to take a look around. So tell us,
Yeah.
now I know you have a question for the guys. And I don't know, when is the last time you talked to this bunch, this heavy metal band? When's the last time you had a conversation?
Well, like in person?
Yeah, like when did you talk to these guys last?
Okay, so they came to Benson, and they made the video. They made Lunatic here, the video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's the last time that I've seen them. But I talked to Hermes. We do chat on Facebook and stuff like that. And
yeah,
I kind of chat with everybody.
You sound young, Stephanie. You sound very young. Maybe because
I
I'm
was.
old. Such a young daughter. And what's your favorite song by the band? I just want to know.
Mistake.
Okay. I think we just played that, didn't we?
Yeah.
You did.
What's your second?
Yes, and I love Lunatic because it's from our hometown in Benson, Arizona. Yeah, and it like shows if you're from Benson, you're gonna know what spot's what. You know what I mean?
Well, next time I'm in Benson,
awesome.
I'll think of Lunatic when I'm out there.
I'll take the Lunatic with a mistake.
Great name of songs. I mean, it's great. I got Lunatic up on my screen. It's a great song.
Yeah, and the video's awesome.
I think I have it up.
Yeah.
I have Lunatic up. You want to watch the video with us, Stephanie?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Okay,
I'm over here with Gabby at work.
Oh, you're with Gabby. Are you in the room with Gabby? Let me see. You got a picture?
Yeah.
Come on. Don't be shy. There you are. Hi.
What's up, guys?
You're awesome. Look at you.
You guys remember Gabby rocks.
Yeah.
That is so cool. You brought your mom to work with you? What's going on?
Absolutely.
And we work together.
Do you get a free room or a discount?
Oh, absolutely.
Of course you
Hey,
do.
we can work something out.
No, I mean, mom gets a free, a discount, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, we're gonna play that. Since I said I'm gonna play the video, I'm gonna play it. So hold on one second.
Right.
Let me cue it up real quick. Hang on a second. And I'm gonna rock the crap out of this song. I want you guys all to turn it up out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. Let's see. Lunatic. There you are.
One of my favorite songs.
There it is.
Yeah.
This is it. They like to play the rock.
What is that ad to?
Oh,
I need to know.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are
I'm going
funny.
ham, bro. What the hell?
Why can't they just play the damn video,
I have one little comment to make.
That's
though.
my
I haven't
favorite
met
intro.
Go ahead.
yet.
Make a comment. Go
I
ahead.
haven't met Matthew yet.
Well, there
Matthew,
he
the
is.
drummer, the new
Say
I'm
drummer.
hi.
right here.
I haven't
Well,
met
hello.
him. Hi. Well, hello there.
How's
Well,
it going?
I want to meet. I'm gonna meet you real soon.
Oh, should I be scared?
I was gonna say that sounds like a
No.
threat.
No.
No. I can't wait
Mom,
to
I heard a
meet
lot
you.
about Matthew. You might want to be
You're
careful
full-
with
you're
him.
like-
You
you're
might want to be
full of
careful.
life.
He was in 7 bands, and they have to keep the women off him. I'm
Right?
not sure.
Full of life right there. Shoot. Give me some of that.
Okay, everyone, you're live on the microphone. I'm going to play the video, so everything you say will go on live. Okay,
So
so
just mute yourself.
Okay.
if you
I'll
mute
be-
yourself,
I'll
if you
be
can't
good.
control yourself,
I
mute
promise
yourself.
I'll be good. Okay.
So I just found out I got some bad news.
What's that?
I'm gonna have to move to Texas or New Mexico for work.
Well, you just gotta let me know. I told you I'll always be wherever you go.
Okay.
Happy New Year.
Who's that?
Rank it up. What do you got? Calling for Chaos. Lunatic.
Your memories haunt me for a day, till I'm calling your name once again. Keep making your problems a part of my own, and I'm the one to blame. I shut down the lights, turn the locks on the door. Holding my breath till I can't anymore, just to feel my heart, just to feel my heart. Turn back at the far end of the road, then you see my heart. You're playing with fire. You're crossing the line. Shut up the lights, turn the locks on the door. I'm holding my breath till I can't anymore, just to feel my heart, just to feel my heart.
I love that guitar part right there. I love it.
Shut up the lights, turn the locks on the door. I'm holding my breath till I can't anymore, just to feel my heart, just to feel my heart.
So I wanted to say, fun fact, we played a show the day before, and then if
Yeah.
you notice in the video, you can see I'm still wearing the wristband because I was like, they had to like for my ID. It's a green wristband. I forgot to take it off because I was so hungover.
You didn't get out of the
Go,
hospital. or anything.
girlfriend.
Mhm.
Well, that's pretty funny. I'm so glad you guys could all make it tonight. I know we all have busy lives. And now tell me, is it late out there? Are you guys ready for bed, or you want to keep going?
No way.
Well-
Thank you for having us.
Oh, it's my Friday. I'm up all night.
It's your
The
Friday.
sun is gone.
The sun is gone, damn it.
Where are you?
I am in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Nice.
We're gonna-
I've never been to Vegas.
Oh, come on. Yes, you have.
No.
It's 7 o'clock. It's 7:13 p.m. in Las Vegas. What's the time out there? Gabby?
8:13.
It is
8? Okay.
Yeah, it's 8:13.
What about you, Herme? What
Eight,
time's it?
8:13. We're in the same time for right now
Gotcha.
until daylight savings. Or
I'm
yeah.
gonna stay in full screen mode because I don't want to show the phone number. Somebody said the phone number was showing up on the caller, so I don't want people to call you tonight and say, "Hey, I saw you on the show tonight." But thank you so much for calling in. You did win the free commemorative coffee mug or tea mug, and it is beautiful. I don't know if it's still on the screen. Can you see it?
It is
Gabby, let me see it.
gorgeous.
It is fucking awesome. And I did on both sides. So left-handed and right-handed drinkers get to see the picture.
Hey,
But
Awesome.
and that's gonna
I'm
be
a
shipped.
lefty.
That'll be shipped on. Are you lefty or righty?
Lefty
There you go. You can see it from
in my
either
right
side.
mind.
In your right mind.
Mhm.
Stephanie, have you ever seen them play live?
Oh, definite.
Well, when was the last time you saw them play live?
In this September.
Okay.
Last September.
Do they kick ass? Do they kick ass?
Oh, head to the yeah.
Head to the yeah. Now,
They're
are you
badass.
are
Well, I
you
don't
a
wanna cuss or anything,
Stephanie?
but
Are you a head banger? Do you bang your head, on the table
I
like?
sure do when I
until
have to.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And I'm a groupie.
You're a groupie. Don't tell Matthew that. Matthew was in
All right.
7 bands, and you're going to be in trouble if you get together with Matthew.
I know, right?
Jeez.
That's fun.
Hey guys,
fun.
do you guys like hot sauce? Anybody?
Yeah.
Does
I
anybody?
know people who did that too.
If it's not super hot.
I like hot
Okay,
sauce.
guys, I have a hot sauce, and it's by Silk City Hot Sauce, and they're over in Vermont. And I watched a video today, and they make their peaches and strawberries in the vat fresh. I watched a video today, and they go and buy all the produce. And I want you guys to write that down: Silk City Hot Sauce, and they are a heavy metal hot sauce. Because I saw a video, it was in a heavy metal rock and roll store. It was called All Sinners, and they were selling the hot sauce. And I saw behind it an Iron Maiden record. I saw Metallica. I saw Kiss all over the place. So I just
Ooh,
want
my
to I want to give a shout out to Silk City. They sent me about 2 packs, and I've
How do
been.
you spell that?
You can get it online, silkcityhotsauce.com.
Oh,
And
okay.
I have President Jimble, and it's
Ooh.
Jeff and Eden. I'm sorry, Enid and Jeff are the owners, and they're in Vermont. And I want everyone to go out and get this hot sauce. I'm telling you, it's the best stuff I've ever had. It goes on everything. Tacos, it'll go on your eggs, it'll even go on your pancakes. They have a syrup hot sauce. Anyway, guys, I
Wow.
just want to throw that out there because they're on the chat tonight. Say hi to Jeff and Eden.
Hey,
Say hi.
Hey, what's going on?
Hi.
They
how's it
are
going?
they're on the chat tonight. Jeff and Enid are on the chat, and I just wanted to give them a shout out because I sent them an email this morning, and they showed up on the show tonight. And we're gonna do probably in the future. We're gonna do like a little oopsie daisy. What do we got going on? That number's showing up again. We're gonna do like a commercial for them, and but I want you all to support them. They're a family trying to make it in Vermont, and they make the best damn hot sauce in the country. And they love America. They love America. President Jimbo. Okay, so go out silkcityhotsauce.com. Go get an 8-pack or a 6-pack of hot sauce, and I'm going to do the same because I'll tell you. But
And maybe we could sell for them.
maybe I should. So okay, so real quick, Stephanie, are you done with the questions, Stephanie? Because I want to make room for some more callers. Are you okay?
Yeah. I just want to. Can I ask you a question?
You can ask me anything you want.
Have you ever been to Tombstone?
Did you say Tombstone?
Tombstone, Arizona.
I was there once.
Oh, cool. Okay.
What, did you see?
Asking.
Did you see me there? Was my gun on?
I was just asking.
No, that's a good question. But Stephanie, it was so nice to have you on the show tonight. Gabby's mom. Yeah.
Thank
My
you for
pleasure.
calling.
It's been great. Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. And I hope you enjoy your new coffee mug. Do me a favor. Send me your address to my email, Dean, D-E-A-N, at deanvaughnmusic.com.
Okay.
Just send it to Dean at deanvaughnmusic.com. Send me your mailing address. Nobody will see it but me. And I'll send it over to you tomorrow morning. You get the coffee mug.
Woo-woo. I'm going to have hot toddy for my body.
Congratulations. Congratulations. And thank you so much for calling in.
You guys.
Thanks for calling in the show.
Love you guys. Woo-hoo. Party Gabby back.
I love it, man. I love it. You know, I thought I saw Stephanie on a TV show the other night. It was
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
She's
Let me
still
tell
talking.
you.
Sorry,
Let me tell you, we recorded Lunatic. We recorded Lunatic in Benson. And if you listen to it in the beginning, there is some of the sirens going. It was just perfect.
That's so funny. That's so funny. That's hilarious. Stephanie, are you okay? Can I make room for one more caller?
Yep, I'm hanging up.
Thank you so much, and have a great
Thank
night.
you,
Thanks for
Steph.
calling.
And be safe.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
That's pretty awesome, Gabby. Your mom is a heavy metal rocker.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, she's all over.
That's fucking awesome. And she's there with you there in the hotel room, huh?
Yeah. Well, I'm at work. Yeah.
Did you guys invite Matthew over tonight, or what's going on?
No.
Little 3 action going on? Just kidding. Just kidding.
Jeez.
I'll get you in trouble, Matthew. Get you in trouble. She goes, that wasn't funny, Dean. You know, I am not a comedian by any means. And I love to do the podcast show because I like to get the inside. You know, I don't want to just ask you guys, when did you start playing? How many songs have you done? Blah, blah, blah. What are you doing next? That is a question I do want to ask, though. And who wants to take this question? What is next for Calling for Chaos? And where can people, first of all, where do you want them to go to buy merchandise or get your music? And what is the next gig you guys might be having, coming up in the near future? Who wants to answer that?
I guess I will.
All right, Matt, you're on.
So if you're looking for merch and all that stuff, we have callingforchaos.com.
Okay.
That leads you to all the links from Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Our EP is on there streaming for free. And then we have our merchandise also for sale up on our website.
Okay.
So you get hats, beanies, keychains, patches, shirts. And then the next thing that we got going on right now, we're going to be doing a little mini tour at the end of this month. We're going to be heading out to Texas and New Mexico for a couple days. So it's going to be pretty fun. It'll be our first actual we're stuck in a car with each other for at least 3-4 nights. So
well, there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you got Matthew with you, everything will be fine. You'll have all the
keep
women,
you nice and warm and toasty.
Oh, he'll keep you all warm.
You don't have to worry about a thing.
Now we're picking on Matthew tonight. But I got a question. It's probably for all of you guys. If you could be on stage with anybody in your favorite artist or your favorite band, who would it be? And I'm going to start with you, Matt.
With me, can I name a couple artists?
You could name up to 3.
Up to 3.
Up to 3.
So, I've already played with a couple bands before that I really enjoyed, and they're kind of underrated. First one will be Nonpoint. Me and Hermes and Jeff got to share the stage with Nonpoint, and very underrated band, but the most energetic band I've ever seen. And I would love to go on tour with those guys. The second band will be Nothing More. I'm a huge Nothing More fan. Me and Hermes got to open up with them, and they're just nice guys in general. Just
are these
cool
local bands? Are these local bands?
No, these are actually bigger bands. Nonpoint's from Chicago, if I remember correctly. Chicago, Florida. Nothing More is actually from San Antonio, Texas. And then and those guys are just amazing. And then
That's awesome.
the one band I
Okay, you only get
really
three,
love.
Matt. You only get
I
three.
know, I
Okay.
know, that's my last one.
Okay. All right,
So
cool.
the one band that I really, really want to be on stage with, I haven't had the opportunity to play with them yet, would be Seven Dust.
Seven
Huge Seven
Dust.
Dust fan, and
Oh,
they're
okay.
very, very, very underrated. And I will
Okay.
never want to close after Seven Dust because Seven Dust puts on a hell of a show. So,
Be a
but I
tough
would
act to
love to.
follow. Tough act to follow.
Very tough act.
Thank you very much for bringing that forward. And Matthew, who would you want to play with if you had the opportunity? Who would you jump on stage with? And I'm going to give you one artist this time because Matt
Just
ruined it.
one.
Matt ruined it.
Sorry,
Well,
Matthew.
okay then. I would like to be on stage with Tool.
Oh,
I'm a big fan of Tool.
I love Tool, man.
Yeah, Tool's cool.
Tool is cool. And I was I was in Arizona and I saw his place up there, the singer.
Oh yeah,
The
so that's
wine,
cool.
he's got a winery up there. And
Yeah, I've heard
you know,
about it
you know,
in Jerome, right?
Jerome, yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna buy a place up there. It's in
that's
Jerome.
cool.
Yeah, he's fucking bitching, man. He's got like a winery. He's got stages. He's got like a big rock concert stage up there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. He
Yeah.
must be doing something right. I'm gonna shoot over to hold on. Jeff, give me the biggest time you've had on stage or who you would like to be on stage with. Go ahead.
I would say someone like honestly, I would say like All That Remains would be a very good fun time to play with and everything like that.
And all that remains. Now I must be behind the curve, man. You got to get me up to date here.
Yeah, All That Remains. They were. I've actually seen them live, and they were super good. And I would love to be able to go on tour with them.
Well, I'll send them an email tonight, and I'll tell them that we'll get right on that. But okay, so we got that. Gabby, how about you? Who would you like to be on? Who would you like to be on stage?
I think you guys already know.
Hold on. Let me get you out here. Hang on.
Avril Lavigne.
You kind of look like her. Are you sure we're not talking to Avril?
No way.
A little bit. Yeah.
She's my favorite. I am like, she's not a clone, but
no. Tell me. Okay, so now that you've said Avril Lavigne, does she do heavy metal? Does she play like
she's
hard
more
rock?
like, well, kind of. She's not metal, but she's like
Kind of
pop rock.
Poppy.
They call her the pop rock princess. Yeah.
So how did you get? Now tell me, is this the kind of music that you want to play? Heavy metal, because you guys are heavy. Tell me, is this the music that you're comfortable playing, or would you like to play like some pop, like Avril?
I would like to play either or.
Either or, okay.
Yeah.
So you're okay either way.
Yeah, as long as I'm playing guitar.
Oh, and you're smoking badass guitar. I didn't ask you what kind of guitar do you have? What kind of guitar?
I play Schecter, but
Schecter too.
Well,
okay.
I have a Schecter, but I got a Charvel and I love it so much. I wouldn't mind getting another one.
Charvel's badass. You guys need an endorsement by Schecter. We've talked a lot about Schecter tonight. So let's get you an endorsement from Schecter tonight. Let's get this video out there. And you don't have your guitar in your pocket, do you? Are you hanging out there?
No.
Okay. You got your mom. Your mom's there though. Is she a guitar? Does your mom play an instrument? I'm just curious.
No, she just does karaoke.
She's a karaoke singer?
Yep.
Well, that's cool. Can you ask her, is she there with you?
Yeah.
Can you ask her what song she loves to sing in karaoke? I'm just curious.
What's your favorite karaoke song to sing? What's like song you like? Jody Messina, she said.
Messina.
Yeah.
Is that like heavy? Tell me what kind of
It's
music.
like probably 80s. What else do you
80s?
sing?
Is she old like me? Is she old?
Yeah.
Fucking old, man. I thought maybe like.
We
ABBA.
also do. Sometimes we do like Journey.
Ooh, don't stop believing. Don't stop believing. I'll tell you that. You guys are badass. And I know it's 7:30 up here, so it's probably be about 8:30, 9 o'clock down there.
Yes, I'm old.
Yeah. It's time for mommy to go to bed.
It's your bedtime.
Just kidding.
Nah.
Just kidding.
Not that mommy.
Not that mommy.
She's a rocker.
Did you say is that Matthew saying that? I don't know why I'm picking on Matthew tonight. You guys are badass. Did I play 3 videos, guys, or just 2?
We did 3.
No, we did all 3.
Lunatic, Lust, and Mistake. So I want everyone to go out and look for those songs. They're on YouTube. If you Google Calling for Chaos, hold on, let me get rid of this screen real quick. Hang on. I don't know what's going on with my screen tonight, but it's everything is like pinning itself. It's like, you're kidding me. Hang on a second. Hold on. Oh boy, gallery. There's everybody. Oh, she left. I saw a blank screen. I go, where'd Gabby go? Okay, so anyway, there she is. And and I know you have to work tonight.
I'm
Do you
right
work
here.
all,
Sorry.
Gabby, do you work all night or when do you get off?
I get off at 11, so I'm almost
Okay.
there.
Oh, okay. There you go. Is it a nice hotel? Where can people come down there and visit you?
It's decent. I mean, I don't want to say where it is. I don't want weirdos coming in.
Might be hanging out on the front
That's
porch.
why I have it blurred out, so nobody can see.
We'll get you in trouble, man. Be hanging out on your porch down there. Hanging out on the piano. There she comes. Here comes that famous rock star.
Hide your name tag over there.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. But I just wanted to. So, what do you want to say to your fans out there? Like I'm starting to wrap up a little bit. What is it you want to say to the people that want to buy your record, want to listen to your music, and want to see you play out live? What do you want to say to them, and who wants to say it?
I want to say, check out callingforchaos.com. We're trying our best to keep up with a bunch of different videos we're still working on, but we're going to have it on the members area.
Okay.
We do have a members area. You can sign up and then sign up for the newsletter that goes out every month.
Okay.
And we're also very excited by this new tune we're working on. It's going to be out here sometime soon. It's coming through with Curtain Call, so we're really excited. This next song, guys, I'm going to give you the title. It's called A Part of Me, but I believe it's one of the very best songs I've written in a long time with a band. And Gabby just brought it. Jeff brought it. Matt and Matthew just killed it. So we're actually finishing the recording this Saturday. And then we're going to be shipping it to Brazil. So stay tuned on that. If you have friends and everything, just share our socials with them. Facebook, Calling for Chaos Official. It's basically how you find us.
Okay.
On Instagram, on Facebook. We're also on TikTok because Gabby loves TikTok. So
she loves the TikTok.
Posts our stuff there. And,
hey, Gabby, what do you think about TikTok? Are they going to get rid of it, or are they going to keep it?
I hope not, because what am I going to do at work?
You need TikTok. You need TikTok. Nobody works anymore. They just look at their phone. Yeah, I'm on TikTok.
Yeah, pass. I'm going to have to watch
go ahead.
But most importantly, I just want to thank everybody that has been supporting us. It's been a year, but it feels like we've been on as a band for about 3 years right now, with the amount of support we have and the amount of people that are actually, enjoying us and just like pushing us to do better. And
yeah,
we're just super excited to be on the road this year finally. I mean, we have barely been a band for a year, so we're actually already hitting the road. So
well,
I think
and I want everyone to go out and support you guys. You're only 1 year into this, guys. That's nothing. I've been doing this for 45 years. In my first year into this, I did a record in 1979. That's going to date myself. But I mean, my first year into this, I'm like you, man. I just wanted to hit the ground running. I won't waste no time. Of course, I didn't get signed to a label like you guys. Now, back then, it was a little more difficult, to be signed to a label. But you guys are signed with Curtain Call Records. And I want to remind everyone, we're on Rock Rage Radio. I want to give a shout out to Gigi out there and John, the owner, and Brian Moore, your R&R, what do you call it? He's your R&R rep.
Railroad?
Anyway, blah, blah.
We'll say management. There we go.
Yeah, they've been great. We love them.
Oh, yeah. A great company. I had a long conversation with John and Brian one day, and we're going to be simulcasting these podcast shows even more on the radio program.
Awesome.
So you guys are going to be heard by a lot of people, especially tonight. Even the live show right now is streaming. Probably about 3 to 4, maybe 5,000 people are watching this live right now. and a lot of them don't chime in on the YouTube or all the socials, so they just watch it. But I know that from my analytics, I can see the impressions and how many people are watching.
That's awesome.
And I think last month I had like 53,000 people that were watching the show. So a lot of people get to see the show, and then it's going to go back out. I clean it up and get rid of all the mistakes and make myself look good, make you guys look good. And then I put in the real music and I put in the real videos, and I blast it back out again. So the quality on the show is top notch, guys. And I'm looking out for you guys, number one, to make sure your music is heard, there's no interruptions, and people can crank it, and it's going to sound bitchin'.
That's awesome. Thank you for having us. We're like super excited to be here. So.
Oh, my pleasure, man. It's my honor to meet you guys as well. And Brian told me about you guys, and I said, I really like your music. It's got melody, it's got fullness, it's got chunk, it breathes, and it's heavy, and the vocals are like, who am I thinking of when I hear your voice? Can you tell me?
Don't say Jeff Tate.
No, it's not Jeff Tate.
A lot of people have always talked about Bruce Dickinson, but
no, it's someone else. I can't.
I've always got Dio, but I don't know.
No, it's more of a modern style of singing. It's not like it's more of a. I can't even put my finger on it, but I know someone out there's going, I know who he sounds like. And what that means is your voice is extremely commercial, which gives you an up on most of what's going on out there in the music business. So when I can listen to your voice and remember it a day from now, or even when I listened to you this morning, and I was actually singing one of your songs, making a cup of coffee, I'm going,
nice.
So, and that's a good sign that your songs are memorable. And they're melodic, and at the same time, they're heavy, heavy, heavy. They're crunch, and the drums are just amazing. The guitar licks are amazing, and you got this full sound. And it's amazing that you guys do the recordings pretty much yourself, I'm guessing, the recording process?
Yeah, we record everything, and then we send it to Brazil.
Okay.
Our sound engineer is over there.
Okay.
Shout out to Andres Asbeck. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's great.
Great guy.
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome, guys. And I'm going to get ready to wrap up. I'm going to play an outro video. It's going to be one of your songs. And I want to thank you all for being on the show tonight on the Dean Vaughn Music Podcast Show out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. Gabby, don't work too late out there in the hotel.
Hey, I'll try not to.
and Matthew, keep the girls at bay, will you, buddy?
I do what I can. I take self-defense lessons.
All right, guys. And good night. I want to thank you again, and I'll see you guys soon.
I don't need to stop.